On the dot now, as a matter of fact. Spokane Regional Health is urging people to only spend Christmas with people in their household this year.
We know that holidays were going to be a little bit different, but there is light at the end of the tunnel.
And this morning, why our new health officer says he is cautiously optimistic. And hey, did you get yourself a little bit of booze this Christmas? Maybe some special sweet treats on the side? Well, you're not alone. According to data, we're looking at this year's most common gifting trends coming up.
And President Trump released a 14-minute-long video on his Facebook about election fraud. The video, with over 10 million views, he makes claims about fraud in Georgia.
In Georgia, the Secretary of State began illegally processing ballots weeks before Election Day.
We were able to fact-check his claims and find out why they are false.
And we've got sunshine as it comes up across the inland Northwest. I'm going to talk about when clouds return and what that means for our chances of snow on Christmas.
Up with KREM begins now.
7:31 now. We've been tracking Santa's sleigh all morning. You might have hit us at the perfect time because right now the big man is headed for Christmas Island. How perfect is that? So far he's given away, we're almost at 1.5 billion gifts. We should be there in just a few minutes. I'm watching. We're going to hit it before I finish talking, but he does still have a way to go before he reaches the inland Northwest. Jeremy, on this path, is there anything he should be looking out for today? And we're going to hit, there it is, 1.5 billion. Just hit it.
Wow, 1.5 billion.
Yeah.
Wow.
Congratulations, we did it.
You know, I told you guys earlier, for us, we are clear skies overhead, but there are some crazy storms going on in parts of the U.S. as we speak. So Santa gonna have a lot to do there as he makes his way out.
You don't have a Christmas Island forecast ready for us right now? Just kidding. Just kidding. Just tell us what we should expect here.
All right. Oh man, I can't keep up with Santa. He moves at the speed of starlight. How am I supposed to forecast that fast? I talk fast as is, so listen quick. Here we go. Waking up to sunshine this morning. That's bumping our temperatures down. In fact, we are down at 20 degrees here in Spokane, 20 in Coeur d'Alene, 16 in Sandpoint, 18 in Grand Coulee. If you want warmth, you got to head south. Lewiston, the hot spot at 30, but Pullman, not too far behind, 28 degrees early on this morning. That's thanks to clear skies overhead, radiative cooling. All that warm air from yesterday, off into the atmosphere overhead. And that's not going to last too much longer because once the sun comes up, it'll do a decent job of heating us up. Then comes clouds, then comes the showers. Well, okay, it's good news because it's on Christmas and we've got that snow working in. Rewinding it, here we go. Notice this forecast model puts it as rain for us here in Spokane about 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Don't like this one. Going to go shop and find yet another. I keep looking for those new forecast models because I want to find one that gives us nothing but snow and a lot of it. And I think we do get snow no matter what. I think it does hold off a little bit later though. Today, temps climbing into the mid-30s under sunny skies. Not all that bad. If you want sunshine on your Christmas, bad news. You want snow, wait until the sun goes down, but through much of the day, it's clouds and temps in the mid-30s.
Well, hey, if you're like Jeremy and you still need some last-minute supplies for tomorrow's Christmas dinner, he told me that in the commercial, or maybe you're looking for a last-minute Christmas gift, most stores will be open for similar hours compared to what we saw last Christmas Eve. There are a majority of major retailers closing by 6 p.m., but we want to show you there are some exceptions right now as you take a look at your screen. These are some of the hours for stores that are open today. They'll be closed for Christmas tomorrow, though. Best Buy stores close at 7 p.m., Target stores close at 8 p.m. That's 2 hours earlier than what we saw last year. In Washington, stores are still required to operate at a lower capacity, so that means you might be waiting in line if it gets a little busy. As for grocery stores, many of them will also be open today. We've got some of the local options on your screen right now. Most of these stores will be also closed tomorrow for Christmas. Now, same-day delivery is still expected to be a more popular option this year with shipping delays between the winter weather and vaccine shipments. However, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, Amazon, and a number of other stores are still offering same-day delivery, including same-day delivery from Amazon today on millions of items. This is free for Prime members in eligible areas with orders over $35. There's also a number of city closures you need to know about for this Christmas, including garbage pickup and curbside recycling. They will not be picked up on Friday, per usual, but on Saturday instead. Parking will be free on metered parking spots tomorrow, and the skate ribbon will be open Christmas Eve with a reservation, but it will be closed on Christmas Day. Now, let's say you're looking for something Christmas night. Well, the Light Up the Night Holiday Tree Walk and Light Show will still be going on Christmas Day. Those both run every night from 4 to 10 p.m.
Well, here are 3 things you need to know today about the coronavirus. First, Kootenai Health Center in Coeur d'Alene hit a record high of 91 coronavirus patients on Wednesday. The Panhandle Health District is reporting 205 new COVID-19 patients and 4 new deaths among the 5 northern counties. That brings the total number of confirmed cases in North Idaho to over 15,000. 98 people have currently been hospitalized. 726 people have been hospitalized since the pandemic began. Second, the Spokane Regional Health District has reported 381 new coronavirus cases and 3 new deaths for Wednesday. 67 people are currently hospitalized. Our interim health officer says he's cautiously optimistic about the data.
I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm going to wrap that with a big caveat, which basically means now is not the time to release the public health guidance.
Like Thanksgiving, the health district is recommending that you celebrate Christmas with just those from your household. And third, Dr. Anthony Fauci is giving his thoughts on when weddings could be safe in 2021. The vaccine rollout continues smoothly. If it does, June and July could be a busy wedding season. Dr. Fauci said that when couples should plan for, he said anyone who postponed until the spring, that could be still too soon. Dr. Fauci said the vaccine will be available to everyone by April, most likely by the middle or end of the summer. So up to 85% of the population could be vaccinated. And then at that point, we could start really getting back to normal.
Well, Christmas is basically just a few hours away, and so maybe if you were like when you were a kid, you're trying to figure out what kind of gifts you might have gotten. Maybe you're trying to see how your gifts stack up against some others. So today we're going to have a little fun with By the Numbers by looking at some of the Christmas gift-giving trends. We're going to start with the top 5 retail gift categories this year, according to FinancesOnline.com. The 5th most popular option this year were kitchen and home gadgets, coming in at 36%, followed by electronics and accessories coming in 4th at 47% of the most popular gifts. This one I always think is interesting. Toys and hobby items come in at number 3 with 64% of all gifts given. At number 2, we're talking items in the food and beverage or health and wellness department. It seems like a broad category to me, but I fit in this category because I sent my sister a massive shipment of local craft beer to enjoy. We like collecting those nice cans, so I'm definitely part of the 70% here. The number 1 gift category, though, is clothing and accessories. Now this year, probably more than ever, we're all also looking forward to getting ourselves a Christmas gift. After 2020 means we probably deserve it. So let's look at the top 4 items people plan to buy for themselves this year. Books coming in at number 4 with 22%. A lot of people probably read all the books they can all year throughout the house. Shoes coming in at 3rd place, 28% of the total here. Now buying some clothes, which again, very different from shoes, we all know that, but 2nd place at 39% of the overall poll. But the number 1 gift people are giving to themselves this year, at 42%, people are enjoying some self-bought food or a little bit of liquor. And we've got some other kind of fun numbers for you to look at. This one really stands out to me in the idea of what kind of trends we follow when it comes to buying gifts this year. 85% of people who took this poll said that they preferred to have free shipping instead of fast shipping. That just means to me that a lot of people got their gifts early this year. 68% of people say that this year they paid more attention to the ads they might find in emails, deals from companies. And 67% of people say they prefer to buy online on the marketplace this year. Now, we've got plenty of other stats here this morning, but the one that really jumps out to me is down here at the bottom. You can see people said that based on spending habits in 2020, 23% of people relied on social media to make this year's gift-giving decisions. So we wonder why it feels like every time you look on your feeds right now, there's a ton of ads all over your streams. Well, it's because nearly a quarter of us apparently shopped for Christmas gifts this year using social media. Dana Marie?
Well, let's take a look at what's trending this morning. You may have seen this video on Twitter or Facebook circulating the past couple of days. Now, if you're not looking at your screen, do this now because President Trump gives a speech about the election fraud he claims happened in many swing states before and during the election.
This year, using the virus as a pretext, Democrat officials in the key swing states illegally violated their own state laws in order to enable, encourage, and facilitate fraud on a scale never before seen in the history of our country. The truth is,
we were able to fact check some of the claims the president made about election practices in Georgia in the video and in the month since he lost the election. So to do so, we connected with our sister station in Atlanta, who then interviewed legal counsel for the Secretary of State. So here is what they found. The Trump campaign complained that more than 2,000 felons still under sentence voted illegally. The state said it is investigating 74 potential felons who cast ballots. The Trump campaign claimed 66,000 underage people voted, and the state says that actual number is 0. Legal counsel to the Georgia Secretary of State says the Trump campaign complained that more than 2,400 unregistered people were allowed to vote. They said that number is actually 0. And the Trump campaign claimed 30,000 people voted in Georgia and another state. Investigators have found 3 such voters. The Trump campaign complained that 10,000 dead people voted, and legal counsel says they found 2 people, and they will likely face prosecution.
witnesses have sworn that they saw poll workers illegally backdating thousands of ballots, counting batches of the same ballots many times, and unloading boxes and boxes of ballots, all bearing the same signature and all for Joe Biden.
The Trump campaign also complained about absentee drop boxes with alleged ballot harvesting by people illegally dropping armloads of ballots. Legal counsel to the Georgia Secretary of State says video reviews found none. Now, at the moment, they have found no instances of fraud that would greatly change the election.
Coming up this morning, you may have already seen this video of the president talking about the COVID-19 relief package. And in it, he explains why he doesn't support the bill, specifically calling out some of the other spending.
This bill contains $85.5 million for assistance to Cambodia, $40 million for the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., which is not even open for business.
After the break, our Verify team explains why that money is not a part of the COVID relief bill.